Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, I feel very excited to have a small interaction with JVL Narsimha Rao sir. He is a state resource person, is a retired teacher of English language in retired Andhra Pradesh. Now, he is going to express a great thing that is it is a most wanted question, most requested question that is how to overcome Anglophobia. So now, and he is going to share his experience. Sir, please welcome, sir. Please respond, react, and say something, sir, regarding the topic how to overcome Anglophobia. Yeah.
Govindra garu, thank you very much for asking me this question. Actually, phobia and mania are two things which human beings suffer from. Actually, you and I suffer from English mania. Mania means excessive love for something.
Yes, yes.
Yes. For example, most of us are interested in English, but I think you and I are interested in English more than others. You always think of English. You always do something with English. You always dream in English. Even when you're having lunch, you think about English. So it has come to the level of mania. Of course, I'm joking. But as far as phobia is concerned, it is called an irrational fear. All human beings have fears. That's okay. You and I are afraid of snakes. You and I are afraid of water. You are and afraid of higher places. This is very common. But if a fear becomes an obsession, it becomes more than normal. We call it phobia. Some people have social phobia. Some people have hydrophobia. Hydrophobia means fear of water.
But yeah.
Some people have stage phobia. That means they are good at teaching. They are good at doing things. They are good leaders. But when we ask them to speak on the stage, they shiver. They tremble. It's nothing but social phobia.
Yeah.
So, but as you think, Anglophobia doesn't mean it is phobia of English. Actually, the dictionary says that it is hatred for England or what is English or what is associated with English. That means it may be English customs, English language, English culture, English dress, or English crowd, or whatever. Of course, in your intention or in your opinion, you think that Anglophobia means the fear of English. Of course, today I would like
my
to
country
talk.
is like that.
Yes, that's. But actually, Anglophobia doesn't mean that. But of course, let us think that it is fear of English. That is your point. Once a psychologist said that if you suffer from any phobia, you should do the same thing. You have phobia in that aspect. For example, if you are afraid of speaking English, you should start speaking English too often or very often. If you are afraid of water, you should go into the water or you should travel across the water. And if you do the same thing again and again, you can overcome the phobia. That's the only thing. If you are afraid of doing that thing, you will never overcome that phobia. That is also true of English. For example, I do have some phobia. For example, whenever I come to a new place, have a phobia of roads. When I go alone, I usually lose the way because it happened when I was young. I lost the way, so it persisted. Even though I became 60. So, oh, it's not xenophobia means fear of
New persons, new places. Yeah.
Not new places, new persons. Actually, it is fear of roads. Actually, I'm not afraid of persons. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm afraid of roads. I have got some. If I go that way, I will miss. But these days, what I'm doing, I'm traveling along the roads very often so that I will come to know about the roads. I will not miss the way. That's the only thing anyone can do about any phobia. Since you asked me about English phobia, you should do the same thing.
So many people fear of speak English language. In that context, I asked you regarding Anglophobia. But actually, according to dictionary, what you told is correct, sir. Actually, yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, nice, sir. And what more things you want to add, sir, regarding the topic? So, how to overcome fear of English? Yeah. Now, come to.
Okay. Actually, first, you must believe that English is not a difficult language. That is one thing. You should believe that English is a language like any other language. For example, if an Englishman comes to India, he also finds it difficult to speak Telugu. That is also true of English. So we study English at the primary stage. We study English at the secondary stage. Actually, there is no need of fear of English because we study English at the primary stage for 4 years. We study English at the secondary stage for 5 years, and also we study English at the 2 years at the intermediate stage, and also we study English at 2 years at the degree stage. So when you study English for so long, what is the need of fear of English? So it's become almost a native language. Of course, it may not be a native language, but it is a colloquial language. It has become a lingua franca. And so you need not be afraid of English.
So I think according to myself, to overcome this Anglophobia, that what I mean is, and we have to engage meaningful and interactions with the English people. And one more thing, I have to love the culture of English people. And I have to understand the culture of English people and be open and new information regarding anything to the English language, the English people, and the foster culture exchange and be patient with yourself and the continuous reflections, all these things. So, and one can be overcome this Anglophobia according to my perception, sir. This is what I told. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I teach English informally at my home. I have taught English to many students for many years, for nearly 20 or 25 years. Of course, I taught English formally and informally. And most of my students, we come to me. We are afraid of English becoming English teachers. I would like to tell you a story about my student. Actually, we joined my private tuition when he was in 9th class. He came to with off knickers. Actually, he was very innocent. Actually, he studied under me for 2 years in 9th and 10th. And then he came to me I met him after some time. I asked him what he was studying. He said that he was studying ITI. Actually, I asked him, why did you join ITI instead of joining intermediate? Sir, I was scared of English. So I did ITI. No, you must do your intermediate and I will guide you. I will train you informally. Actually, he attended my private tuition and he passed the examination. Then he came to me for my guidance and I advised him to do my MA BA English and he did it and he got a 2nd class. And then he came to me again for MA entrance examination and he got 58th rank and he got a seat in Andhra University. And then he came to me for a spoken English program and then he came to me for B.Ed. And finally, he became a school assistant in English. He and I worked in the same school as colleagues.
That's
I'm telling. A student who was scared of English has become my colleague. So what can we expect from the students? So if you, as you said, if you guide them properly, as you inspire them, anybody can become a good teacher, not only a good speaker. It's anybody can become a good speaker of English, but all of us cannot become good teachers of English. An average student of mine became teachers of English. So that's
actually
awesome.
We had a lot of fear towards English language, but he became the English teacher. That is the irony of life,
Not
nice,
one.
nice
Actually, 5 of my students, we didn't even pass the examination, became teachers of English.
That's
an example of how to overcome phobia and how one can achieve anything. If he had the determination, if he had the right guidance to achieve that.
a good mentoringship is very important for
That's
to
very
mold
important.
the
That's
shape
very
of
important.
anything.
Actually, teachers like you and me are needed. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
I
yeah.
say
Thank
that
you, thank
others
you.
are not good teachers, but
Many teachers are
actually,
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there should be some English maniacs like you.
Yes, yes. Then
Of
only we
course,
can make miracles. Okay.
miracles. That's happening.
Okay.
Actually, I also wondering how you are interviewing so many people across the globe. How are you trying to find their numbers? How are you trying to make them speak? Oh, it's you are doing a wonderful job. Actually, you have not only become an English maniac, actually you have become an ambassador in the country. That's I'm
Thank you
really
for
proud
your good words, sir.
proud
Thank you
of
for your great words.
Yes, I'm really proud of you.
That makes me a lot of yeah, gives me a lot of inspiration, motivation, lot of aspiration. Okay, sir. Okay, I'll keep
I
on
think
doing with your motivation, sir. I'll
actually,
carry forward this.
I feel that I would like to give some title to you. You are not only a magician of the instruments, but are also a magician of the words.
Yeah,
You are
minds.
using too many adjectives, too many words. So the
Yes,
words
sir.
are coming out of your mouth like pebbles from a brook. Yes, it's
Thank you,
really
sir.
amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming to my live session and having a good interaction regarding the Anglophobia, everything, and you touch the nook and corners of everything regarding English. Okay, thank you, sir, for sharing your
Okay,
experience. Yeah,
I would like to meet you on some other day.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. See you later. Bye.